Hi everyone, my name is Dee and welcome to Books and Quirks. Today is Friday, so I'm going to show you all of the books that I'll be reading this weekend and into the coming week. The first book, I'm just going to get out of the way because it's a book that I had in last week's Friday Reads, but I still haven't finished it, and it's The Girl with All the Gifts. I'm reading it on my Kindle, so I don't have a physical copy to show you, so I'll put a picture, but The Girl with All the Gifts is a really interesting book. I'm more than halfway through. I have about another 175 pages or something like that to read. And it's really interesting. It's a completely different take on zombies. And for some reason I thought this was a YA book, but it's more of an adult fantasy sci-fi book. It has a little bit of both in it. But The Girl with All the Gifts follows a young girl named Melanie. She, like I said last week, in the first, 30 pages of the book, all you know is that children are kept in these dark cells. They're brought out a little bit each day, but when they are brought out, they have to be tied down and, they're threatened with a gun to their head and they're dangerous. You just don't know why, because these children seem very, very sweet. And there are these creatures on the outside called hungries. And these are, the zombie-like creatures. So basically, this is a dystopian world where an infection has taken root and it has infected, almost the whole of the human population. And it takes away all of your humanity, basically, this infection. And it takes over your entire body and your brain until there's nothing left, and until there's nothing left except a hunger. And your hunger is for human flesh. So, it's... I can't really say more without giving away spoilers. The children just seemed so sweet and so normal, and, and still that way. But yeah, I don't want to say any more without spoiling the book for you. But it's really interesting. It's really a fun read. And it follows also the adults in the picture, the army sergeant, and the doctors and everything. And, it's very much has some adult themes in it. So I really wanted to finish that book during the week, but I've had such a crazy work week, and I have had no time. And when I did have time, I was so exhausted that I couldn't really bring myself to read much, so that's why I didn't finish it from last week. The next book that I'll be reading today and into the weekend is Lover Revealed by J.R. Ward. This is the fourth book, I think. Oh my gosh, I already lost track. In the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and I'm already, a little bit into it. I'm about 152 pages in, so I'm really enjoying that. I've talked about it before, how much I love it, so I'm not going to really talk about it again, but I just wanted to continue on with the series, so I started reading that. And the next one that I'm going to be reading is Acceptance, which I've talked about before as well. And this is the third book in the Southern Reach trilogy. Really excited. I waited a while. I ordered this like 2 weeks ago, and it just came in the mail like the other day, so I'm excited to get done with that trilogy because I'm really enjoying it. Again, I've talked about Annihilation and Authority, the first two books, before, so I really won't get into it again. I feel like I repeat myself a lot when it comes to these books because I love them so much. But I'm excited to see how it really concludes, the whole mystery behind Area X and, the members of the expedition. So yeah, so that's what I'll be reading today into the weekend and maybe even into the coming week. I also want to get into The Girl from 6E, which I'm actually going to be picking up from the library. But I don't know how much I'll get done of that this week because it might be another crazy week, but we'll see. So that is all I have for you. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.